Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got another student success interview. Today, I'm here with Adela. As you can see, Adela's here. She is from Australia, actually originally from Spain, right?
Yes.
Cool. Welcome, Adela. Super excited to have you here with me today on the channel. So tell us, how did you get started along your Shopify journey?
So I got started just because I found a product. Like it was like I think the product found me more than I was looking for it. So I found a product that I really like it, and after a year and a half using myself, I was like, this product needs to be in every single house. So that's how I started. Actually, I started like, okay, how I can sell this? I need to set up a store, and then I would start looking for Shopify. So that's how actually my journey started. It's not that I was like, I want to have a Shopify store. It was like all the way around.
Mm-hmm. And so today you have an active store, you have an active brand. What has been your maximum amount of revenue, amount of sales that you've done in a month with your brand?
A little bit more of 17,000.
17,000. Is that in US dollars and Australian dollars?
In Australia.
Australian. That's amazing. That's fantastic. So how long did it take you to get from starting fresh from zero to 17,000? How many months?
To be honest, I started in 2019, like kind of June, but everything was like, it just was all over the place. First, I have a business partner that we didn't connect properly, and that was like all the story. I had to basically fire him, let's say like that. Then because we had different ideas and different way to do the things and different action, I was like 100% I'm gonna do this, and it was like as a side thing. So that was a main thing that stopped me for a while. Then I wasn't doing any ads, anything, until this same year when I told him, look, we have to separate, or like this is the idea that I had and I want to do it in that way. So that's it. And then I started doing research about ads, and I started in November that year. So, and then within 2 months, I really make a big change in the business. Like it was amazing. So I was like, okay, this is the right thing to be by myself and just do it. And then I found your course.
So you started before finding the course, yeah?
Yeah, I started before. And then what happened basically is like I started doing ads and just researching and educating myself online. And then since the beginning, it's true that I was getting sales. Like I was quite lucky in that way. People like it since the beginning. So since I started putting money in Facebook, like it was giving me revenue basically. So I was like, okay, if I learn to do it better, probably I'm gonna get more. So that's when I don't even know how, but I found you. And by that time, it was so many people like putting out, eCommerce courses, whatever. And honestly, why I trust you, it was that I'm telling you this because I think that is a great feedback for you to know. Like the difference between you and other people that are doing e-commerce courses is that you show up so naturally that it makes me trust you. While other people, you see the Instagram and you say that they just hire a Ferrari just to put the post and pretend that, I'm a millionaire, that's my Ferrari or whatever, you know what I mean? So I was like, no, I don't believe in this kid probably hire a Ferrari. I don't know, maybe he on it, but
anyone can rent a Ferrari for the day, yeah.
yeah, it can be literally. So I was like, no, I trusted you. Basically, I was like, this guy looked more natural, more like me, that he just started and he found the way and he's teaching others. So yeah, I took your course, and honestly, I did it all, even if I already had the product and I was quite happy with the supplier, everything. I took you, I did it all thinking one day I'm gonna definitely do another product too. And the marketing part just itself pay off the course. Like within a month or 2 months, I paid the course and much more. Like I took the revenue basically, and I started being more confident in what I was doing with the ads, which was key. Because the branding and everything, I already had it, but it was more like how actually I can reach people. So that honestly took my brand. Last year, I grew 21 times, like more than 2,000%.
Wow.
So it was like, I went from zero literally to 110K.
110K in 2020.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And you never, have you had any experience with like starting a business before, ever?
I'm a lawyer, so imagine nothing.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
No, I nothing, no experience at all. But yeah, I think it's always now I see myself as I always knew somehow that I would be an entrepreneur, even if it was quite deep inside. But I was wrong with like the majority of the society. You need to have a career and work for others and get a good position. That was in my family, you know. You need to be a lawyer because you are smart and that's how you are gonna live happy. Well, it was the opposite. I hate my life, and I left everything and I came to Australia. That was 3 years ago. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm leaving. My dream is go to Australia. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm just basically burning the boat and staying in an island, like seeing what's happening.
So you moved from Spain to Australia 3 years ago, right?
4 years ago.
4 years ago. Wow. So and you just basically packed up and you just came over to Australia, and you've been working as a lawyer in Australia for a few years, right?
No, I left because my career is in Spain. So Australia has different law.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I just decided that I was not happy with law. Like, it wasn't for me. Like, it just didn't motivate me. Like, every day for me going to work was like a pain. So it took me 6 months to say enough. I'm leaving everything. I'm cutting with law. I don't know what it's going to be my next chapter in my life, but it's going to be something different. So I left everything and I just took a visa, came to Australia. And because I always dreamed with Australia since I was a child, I didn't know why. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm just going to go to Australia and see what's happening with my life. And since I arrived, everything has been so easy. Like, I found a job within a week, which it was amazing because it was a Spanish brand, Zara. I started working from Zara, which I never had this kind of job. I always want more like serious job. So for me, it was so much fun. Like, oh my God, I can actually have fun working. And then it was flexible because here exists one thing that is called casual. So you tell your manager when you can work. So I started discovering this is what I want. I want to choose when I want to work and I want to travel. So that is the started of, it wasn't entrepreneurship, but it was the you decide when you want to work. So that for me was key, and I started like going in very good position inside the brand.
In Zara. In Zara, like the clothing brand, right?
The clothing, yeah. I started like working for as merchandising, so I was just more focused on sales, like learning a lot of stuff, very interesting. So it was great opportunity. And I decided the same. Like, I decided I want to work these days. I don't want to work this day, this time. So I traveled a lot these years. The first 2 years that I was in Australia. And then traveling is how I discovered my product, basically.
Oh, you discovered it while you were traveling. Where were you? Where'd you go?
Fiji.
You went to Fiji. Nice.
I went to Fiji, and I was in the fancy resort, but then I also went to local. I wanted to see how local people live. Because of course, it's not everything the resort that you see. Like, that's for tourists like us. But then I was like, I want to actually see the people, where they live, how they live. So I went to visit a community, one island, and it was unbelievable because everything that they had, they built themselves. So they, with their own resources that nature gives to them, like, they have everything they need, and they are the happiest people I have ever met. So they have like a ritual. It's called cava, but it's not the cava or champagne. It's something, a drink that they make with.
I know exactly what that is. I've been to Fiji.
You know what it is? So
I drank it
because I'm still interested in what I drank. I don't remember. It was like a herbs kind of thing.
I drank it.
It was so bad. I didn't like it.
It tastes. It doesn't taste the best, and also because you know it's a drug, right? So you can't feel your lips or your tongue when you drink it. I don't know if you have the same thing, but yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah, but they give it to me in a coconut cup. That's where the first time I saw the product, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. And then 2 months later, I went to Bali to volunteer as a teacher in a school, and I was living with a family there. It was everything like as well. I lived with the locals when I was there. And same thing, like, they served me the food in the coconut bowl, in the coconut shell, like they used it as a plate, like as we use plate. So in Bali, I got the product. I got it for me as a souvenir. I was thinking, okay, maybe it will last 2 days, 3 days, I don't know. I didn't even think about it. And then it was a year and a half when I was still having breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever, every day in the bowl. And I was like, this is amazing. It's made by nature. You are saving a product of being waste. And then it make you feel like I was feeling in Fiji or in Bali every time that I was eating from it. And you want to eat healthy. So I start thinking, this is like my lifestyle in a product that I want to show to the world. It's just not you're not buying a product, you're buying the lifestyle, you're buying the emotion, you're buying the feeling of being in paradise, basically. So that is how I started. I was like, I need to, and I can show you guys, that's basically the product. So this is because I already have breakfast, but this is clean.
Looks amazing. So you had breakfast from that bowl, you said?
I have breakfast every day in here, and it just change your day. And honestly, 100% of my clients say the same. Like, oh my God, it made my day so happy. Like, I'm just feeling, and even more now that we cannot travel. In Australia, we are basically shut in the country.
Wow.
So they are like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in paradise. And it's true. Like, you just feel connected with nature. That's the thing. And then with the words that I put, for example, this one, live with passion.
What does it say? It says live with passion, and then under it, what does it say?
GiveMeCocos, my brand.
Oh, okay, nice. So that's okay. So that's your brand, GiveMeCocos. What's the website? And if anybody wants to go and buy,
it's GiveMeCocos.com. www.givemecocos.com.
with an S, yeah, like COCOS.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
GiveMeCocos.com. So yeah, so that's how I started the journey. Traveling, of course, I knew that traveling makes you rich in every single way. So that's how I as well found the product like that. And then I got it to Australia, and I suffered so much with the supplier thing because, of course, my product, it was something very specific. I need to find a supplier. They didn't trust me because they were, this girl, she wants 300 balls, like that's not enough. And then I want to personalize, I want that design, I wanted so many things until I found after, I don't know how many suppliers, they didn't even reply or they say no. After that, I found one that say, I trust you, I know that you're going to do it, so I'm going to give you.
Did you find a supplier in China or somewhere else?
It's in Vietnam.
Vietnam, okay. Did you use Alibaba for that or something else, some other website?
I didn't know anything about Alibaba, no, it was just pure research on Google, and that's how I found.
Okay, so when you went traveling, you were already looking for you already were interested in starting an e-commerce business, right? Because how else would you have had this idea of selling this bowl, right? Because you had the bowl and you're like, wow, this would be a great e-commerce product. But only somebody who's already in e-commerce would have these ideas. So you already were interested, right, in starting an e-commerce business. Okay, awesome. And then you found a supplier, you started up the brand, and then later on you found me, and then you found my course, the Shopify Freedom course, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you started the brand. What was the big problem that led you to get into Shopify Freedom? Like, obviously there was something that you couldn't scale past, right?
Yeah, it was basically the lack of knowledge. I didn't know how to grow in terms of how to reach audience. I knew that my product is good, that people would love it, but how do you reach the people? How do you go to your audience? How the audience find you, basically? So that was the main thing. And I was like, okay, now I think it's time for me to take a step and do a course and actually know what I'm doing, because I was just doing by intuition, but I didn't know what I was doing. So that's how I found your course, which actually that is not paying me anything, I can promise that, and I 100% would recommend to anyone that is doing e-commerce. Doesn't matter if you start with the step one, that is find the product, or if you already have the product, because it's just the marketing part, the ads is key for every e-commerce, I think. Every e-commerce business, and it paid off. With me, I promise, in 1 or 2 months I already paid the course. So I was like, okay, that's amazing.
That makes me very happy. Thank you for that. I was gonna say, so you right now, you are getting most of your sales from Facebook ads still, or you have other channels as well?
Now I'm having, to be honest, this year Facebook's been quite mean with me. First, they locked my account.
Yeah.
And thank God that I have 3 other ones.
Everybody, it happens to everybody.
Yeah, I don't know why. Honestly, I sell collaborables and candles is nothing that, honestly, it doesn't matter. So yeah, that was the first issue, basically. And then after that, with the iOS 14, the conversion is being much worse. So I'm trying to figure out still how to fix this part with Facebook, how to understand the new iOS 14, how it's affecting. And then I'm thinking as well now to learn Google Ads and start Google Ads, that I haven't done it. Another type of ads, basically. Mm-hmm. But in the meantime as well, I do a lot of B2B sales.
B2B.
So yeah, So businesses, cafes, restaurants, deco stores, they contact me or now what I did is I hire a business developer. So he is going to basically sell my product to business. So I can sell in bigger scale. And what I'm realizing is that it's good to have different channels because, for example, last week, no, 2 weeks ago, I have a corporate meeting and within 10 minutes, I sold 100 candles.
100. Wow.
It's just like because they wanted a gift for their workers and 10 minutes, I sold 100 candles. It's a very good way as well for if Facebook is not working, just find a way.
Yeah, there's a lot of different channels out there, and we're actually working on a very big update for Shopify Freedom. You'll have access to everybody who joins. So we're going to include Google Ads, Facebook Ads. We're going to include TikTok. We're also going to put in some Pinterest and like PPC and stuff. So yeah, that's going because you can't just rely on Facebook ads. Organic is very, very important as well. Have you been doing anything like on the organic side, like making YouTube videos or anything like that, growing an Instagram, or not really, just paid?
The Instagram, I mean, we have, I think, 4,700 followers. So the Instagram, I do a lot of Instagram, a lot of recipes and stuff. Now, actually, I'm going to start putting my face on the brand because I have been just keeping like very professional, very clean, just recipe, a lot of wellness inspiration and recipes, but never my face on. But I think now I'm going to give it more personality to the brand to add more value.
I think that's a great idea.
I want to start like doing interview to female women entrepreneurs that can give tips and empower others and nutritionists or yoga teachers. So I want to get different people on board like this. I give more value. I'm just wondering every day how I can add more value to the page. What someone is going to want to follow just for recipe. Maybe they want something else. So I'm going to start putting that's a decision that I have made this week, starting putting my face on the brand. Okay,
so you reached the maximum. It was, what was it, 17,000? Was it?
Yeah. I think, between 17 and 18,000. Yeah.
17, 18. And so this year, what's your goal? Do you have any like financial goals for your brand?
Yes, I do. I actually want to grow 265%. That's the percent that I have established as a minimum growth for this year, which it will be 400K.
Awesome. Well, look, it shouldn't be a problem. It's always in entrepreneurship, it's usually one big thing stopping you from moving to the next level. That's all. It's just one big thing. So even for me and for all my businesses, it's not like a straight line. It's like a stairs, right? You figure something out and then boom, you grow, you figure something out and then you grow again. So how many products do you have now on your website?
I have 8 products and I'm launching a new one, which is this one. It's a candle holder. So you put inside a candle and then it will all light up. It's a palm. So yeah, that's it. That product I'm going to launch it this week. But to be honest, what I'm going to do with this one, the first 20, I'm just going to give it to my top clients. So I'm going to give it for free. I'm going to send it as a present, like with a personalized note, because I had client that I have one lady that she have bought from me 29 times.
Wow.
So definitely I'm going to be like, oh, this is a new product. I would love to hear your feedback and this is for you for free. So, which I think that no one is doing that, right? Like no one nowadays have this, like even if you buy many times, they will send you something like that for free. So I'm going to do it with the 21st unit and then the rest one like is just as a part of the launch. And then I'm going to launch another one very, very soon. It's just a little bit more complex because it has the formula and I had to do a few steps, but I'm going to launch it because that's going to be, I think that can change completely my business.
Yeah, absolutely. Adela, I was going to ask you, what's the average order value on your store? I'm just curious, like the AOV.
It's around $75.
75 Australian dollars. Yeah, I was thinking the same, 75, because your main product is the bowl, right?
My main product is this one, the candle.
Oh, the candle.
That's what I'm selling more.
Okay, the candle. And so that candle is how much?
That one is $39.95.
39. Okay, so they're buying like multiple products with each order. Most people, yeah. Do you have like upsells, cross sells, things like that? Yeah, you do. Okay.
Yeah, I put like if they buy more, they get 10%. If you buy more, you get. I have all the upsells set up and as well with the shipping. Like if you get 2, it's free shipping. While if you get just 1, you're gonna have to pay for shipping. So the majority of the people always minimum get 2 candles or 2 products.
And do you sell exclusively in Australia or also to the States and other countries?
That's my goal for this year. At the moment, my two main countries is Australia and New Zealand, because shipping and logistics. My warehouse is in here in Australia.
Yeah.
But my goal 100% is US and Canada, because I've been testing some ads in there and I got a lot of purchases. The only thing is that it was in COVID. So it was taking so long that people was like, where is my product? I ordered so long ago. And I thought, okay, I'm going to do things right, because now I think that's bad for the brand, that people are waiting too long. So maybe I want to expand to the US and Canada. I know that the market is there and there is a lot of potential and the people are going to love it, but I want to be quick and give it the best service. So in Australia, the population is so small.
How many people are in Australia? 25 million, right? I just searched it up.
I think it's 25 million, yeah.
Yeah, and in Canada, there's like, I think 40 something million, and America 340, obviously much more. Yeah.
It's definitely something that I must do, because here is 25 million, but then my niche is smaller, obviously. So,
but who is your who would you say is your target market? People that are interested in like what specifically, or is it everybody?
I mean, it could be everybody, but it's true that the ideal one, it would be a woman older than 35, and then they like the healthy lifestyle. They take care of the family, eating healthy and doing yoga. They love traveling. That's basically what they like. They like something different, because for someone that has everything, this is something different. So they like to feel special and happy, because actually as well, I did a very good exercise this week that I recommend to every entrepreneur, which is go through all the reviews and check what they're the same, because majority of them, you will say that they speak about always feelings, and the feelings are kind of the same. Oh, I feel so good. I feel like in tropical. It feels amazing, and it's connected with nature, and it's good with the earth, and all of them were very kind of similar. So it's good to know what they want. They are looking for a product that makes them feel good, and that inspire them every day to be better, to be a better person, be healthier.
And I was going to ask you, so you want to get your product in the United States. What's the number one challenge? Is it getting the units to the US? Or are you trying to find like a fulfillment center or?
No, my main challenge right now is like, I think that I need to test the market before I take a big risk. What I'm thinking now is, okay, my number one product are the candles. So maybe I try, and I have different scents, but maybe I try the best selling scent, the best selling product, which would be the coconut candle, coconut scent. I know that it's expensive. I maybe try in Amazon and see how it goes, because I don't want to take big risk. Like I don't see that. I think that I'm not in the position to take the massive risk on sending a lot of stock and then finding a warehouse.
But you don't have to. If I were you, I would actually, first of all, I would, on your Shopify store, I would also allow Americans to purchase.
It's already there.
It's already there. Yeah. And then what I would do is, so what we're doing with one of our brands, with Broday, we're actually fulfilling it from Amazon. So what I would do for you is I would send in maybe like 200 units to Amazon, just send it to the Amazon US warehouse, and then create a listing. And in that way, you can start running Facebook ads to the United States, and then the same ones you're running in Australia, whatever was working, and then see. And if anyone's buying from your store, then you can just fulfill it from Amazon. And it's actually much better to do it from Amazon instead of any other third-party warehouse like ShipBob or anything. That's what we found. So yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't know that. So if someone buys from my website in America, I can send it through Amazon.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That would be amazing.
It's super simple and everything. So I can send you some details after. But all you have to do is send it over to your Amazon warehouse. You just create a listing. Whenever somebody buys from your website, you can just fulfill it from Amazon, and you just pay the Amazon fees, which are the same as if you were selling in the States. And that way people get it super quickly, like in 1-2 days.
That's amazing. Like if I can do it like this, because I think that is not worth it for me to find a warehouse and see. And also here, for example, my warehouse has as well, like I'm doing a lot of contribution is a big part, right, of my life and the brand as well. So every purchase we get, I donate $1 to 3 different projects, charities. And then apart from that, my warehouse is a social enterprise where 100% of the workers are Australian with disabilities, so neurological or physical. So I put that as a main part of my brand. I want to create an impact. It's just not the product. It's what are we doing? Are we doing things good? So that's another thing that I was thinking. I don't want to rush into America without know what I'm doing, and then this part of the brand go away. I want to figure it out. If the product works, then I will try to figure it out if there is any warehouse that is similar to this, that we can give opportunity to people that no one give them opportunity, basically.
Amazing. I was gonna say after our interview, I can get you into the Amazon course. I can get you into that because then you can learn how to actually make like a listing and a shipping plan. It's super easy. But yeah, I can just give it to you for free.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
So generous.
Yeah. If I were you, I would do that straight away. I would get it into Amazon, send like 200 units there, because then you can actually start to sell to American customers. And I think, honestly, I don't think Americans are that much different than Australians. I think that they would also like it. Everybody, just like in Australia, is stuck. They're stuck in the country. Just like you said, people want to feel the tropical vibe. They want to feel freedom. They want to feel happy. So yeah, I think, Adela, it's like you should do that right away. So
I'm gonna do it 100,000,000%. Thank you so much. More if you send me that course, I know my homework for the weekend. I'm gonna see the whole course.
Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Well, that's amazing. So if you can share any maybe advice to somebody who is starting and they look up to you. A lot of people obviously are watching and they're like, wow, I want to have a business on Shopify like Adela has. So what kind of advice would you give to that person, or even to yourself starting out?
If I were starting out, I would definitely be more confident on myself. Don't partner with anyone just because you are
no business partners. Yeah.
No, I mean, if you can have a business partner, but not because you are insecure of what you're doing. I go in business partner for the wrong reason, and that's why it didn't work. So I would say, yes, work on, you can do anything, and just educate yourself, and then invest as well. I would say definitely 100%. Like buy my course or whatever course it resonates with you. For me, this one resonated for the reason that I gave you. I saw myself like as a dumb boss. I didn't saw dumb boss trying to pretend that he was something fake. So I would say find the course that it resonates with you and that is gonna teach you how to get there in less time. That's what you want. You want to save time. And then the last thing I will do is basically of course, look for a product that you think that it has potential, that is as well on the right industry, because there are industries that they are dying, there are industries that they are growing. For example, sustainability is massively growing because it's a need, right? We need sustainability, otherwise we're gonna ruin our planet. So find the right industry that you feel as well some kind of connection, and if you want to have the drive, I would say connect with the product, but even more with the client. Like fall in love with your client, trying to think all the time. That's my daily day. How I can be better for my clients, what I can do, like to make them feel special, like to make them feel out. I had to buy this product because what? So because it's too many brands, too many competition, you need to find a way that the customer feels special with you. That's what I would say. Fall in love with your client first and then the product.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the interview here today. Adela, it was fantastic. I'm so happy to see, obviously, that you've grown so much and you've built a successful business. Thank you so much, Adela. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. All right, so that was my interview with Adela. Super happy to have her on the channel, and I hope that her story was motivational, inspiring to you. If you've been wanting to start a successful Shopify store, and if you've been looking for basically the absolute best thing to get you to success, the absolute best thing to get you started, then without a doubt, the number one best investment that you can make is in the Shopify Freedom course, which is exactly the course that Adela took, and it's my course where she got mentored by myself as well as our head of Shopify and our team of 6-7-figure successful Shopify sellers who are all verified. So the link for the Shopify Freedom course is down below. You'll find it there, as well as a special offer. We're always running some kind of a special offer just to make it easier for beginners to join the program, because I know that it can be tough with starting capital. When I was starting out with e-commerce, I didn't have that much money. So you do also get unlimited mentorship with it, which is a huge part of the course that Adela took advantage of, as well as all of our other students, especially the successful students. They all really heavily took advantage of the mentorship. And most of all, what made them successful is the fact that they actually they took action, and they committed to success. So I invite you to join. The link is down below, and I'll see you in the program. You'll also find a link down below for a complete case study where we take a new brand from zero all the way to 6-7 figures per year and a $1 million valuation. Depending on when you watch this video and this interview, you'll find that case study available down below as well. Thank you so much for watching. I always strive to bring the absolute best e-commerce content online, as well as just the absolute best entrepreneurial, motivational, online business success mindset content. So subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this. Leave me a comment down below. You can also add me on Instagram @DanVass. Send me a DM. I'm always answering your DMs. Thank you so much. Good luck. I'll see you soon.